What's up, people of the internet? My name is Hondro. I've got a little story for you. Oh, first of all, this is a really old gameplay. This is the first day of Black Ops actually being out. So I think this was like the third game I ever played. Just a little heads up there. Anyway, so I'm driving to the chiropractor the other day because, you know, my neck's kind of jacked up. I got a reverse curvature. Yeah, it's not the greatest thing. But anyway, so I'm driving to my chiropractor, and I'm on the interchange between highways, and all of a sudden I'm pushing on the gas pedal, and I'm revving up to like 7,000 RPMs, and I'm not going anywhere. So I'm like, oh shit, what's going on now? Because my car's pretty old. It's a 1998 Nissan 200SX. It's got like 175,000 miles on it. So even though the mileage isn't that high, the car's old. So, you know, it's bound to have more wear and tear than a younger car with the same amount of miles. Anyway, so on the interchange, over revving, about 7,000 RPMs. Get onto the next freeway, still over revving, like I'm not changing gears. I'm like, what the hell's going on? All right, gotta get off the freeway. So I get off at the next exit. I'm, you know, barely making it up the ramp, and then as I pull up to a stop, the engine just shuts off, and I'm like, oh my god, it's, you know, rush hour traffic. I got cars in front of me, cars behind me, so I'm pinned on the off ramp with a dead car. So I popped into neutral, turn off the AC, you know, just turn off all the electronics, and I'm sitting there trying to start it. So, you know, turn the key over. Mother son of a... Yeah, nothing. So can't get it started, so I immediately turn on the hazard lights. I jump out of the car. And luckily, my girlfriend was with me at the time. Well, kind of luckily and unluckily, because now we're both stuck out in the heat. But lucky for me, because she can steer the car while I push it, so I don't have to be, you know, half in the car steering it and then jumping into brake and all that crap. If you guys have ever had a crappy car and it's broken down, you know what I'm talking about. If not, then obviously all this is new for you. Anyway, so jump out of the car. I've got the door open. And the light turns green, and I just start pushing with everything I got. Don't make the light, obviously. And all of a sudden, a guy in a black Prius behind me pulls off the road. I've never seen this before in my life. Pulls off the side of the road, gets out of his car, and starts helping me. So he's like, "Hey, as soon as the light changes, you know, let's go. Let's get this around the corner." Because at this point, I'm still blocking traffic. And I was just like, thank you, sir, thank you. You know, I'd never before... I've had my car break down a handful of times, and I've never before had anyone pull over and actually offer to help me. It was awesome. So, you know, light changes again. We get it around the corner. We push it for about, I'd say, 50 yards, and then, you know, he's like, okay, you got it, and he runs back to his car. So now, from where he left me to the next corner, because now I'm still on a main street, so I'd still be blocking traffic if I just stopped pushing the car. So the corner is probably another 150 yards ahead. So I'm like, okay, I'm just going to get it to that corner. And then, you know, once we get it around that corner, I can park it, and then it's not going to be blocking traffic. So I'm pushing. This car, you know, it's a small car, but it probably still weighs about a ton. Oh, man, dude, it's over 100 degrees. I am sweating profusely, and I'm a pretty fit person. But I have never, ever been more exhausted in my entire life than when I was pushing this car. Because it was on a slight incline. Man, I thought I was going to, like, fall over just from sheer exhaustion. That's how exhausted I was. Like, I could barely keep my legs moving on the car just to push it forward. So I've got it. I'm about, you know, 75% of the way there. and now I can't even, like, at first I was, I had a good trot going. Now I'm just like barely walking and just holding myself up on the car, just barely moving forward, barely progressing. And then my mind gets blown again because now I don't even know where this lady came from, but now a woman comes out. Yeah, a woman comes out of nowhere, and now she's helping me push the car. And then another gentleman comes out of nowhere, and now I've got two people helping me push my car. We get it around the corner, and my girlfriend pulls it into the parking lot of this hotel. It was like a Holiday Inn or whatever was right there on the corner. So we pull it in, we park it, we're safe. I am just ecstatic that these people actually helped me. Like, I've never ever seen so many people just go out of their way to help somebody in need. It was fantastic. But the story's not over yet, because now I'm totally exhausted. I'm trying to fumble through the paperwork or whatever to find my insurance card so I can call them to get the car towed. And I'm shaking. I can't breathe. I can barely breathe. I can't catch my breath. I'm like hyperventilating. I'm trying to hold my phone and dial this number. I have to pass it off to my girlfriend because I literally couldn't even hold my phone. That's how bad it was. And I'm pretty sure, and I've talked to a couple people, that I was actually suffering from the early stages of heat stroke, which, if you don't know what heat stroke is, it's I live in a hot climate. I live in Arizona, so heat strokes it can very easily happen out here. But anyway, what heat stroke is your body gets so overheated that your brain actually starts to fry inside your head, essentially. And because you're exerting yourself too much, or you're just out in the heat for too long, there's various ways of it happening. But anyway, you stop sweating, and your body actually cannot regulate the temperature anymore. So your body starts going into shock. And at this point now I'm shaking. I can't breathe. I throw up outside. And so we go inside to the cool, and luckily, I just laid down on the tile floor, and luckily that balanced me back out. But man, for a while there, it was looking dangerous. I just love this kill cam though. This is the best part. I love that C4 ending. It's the greatest part. Anyway, guys, yeah, that's my almost heat stroke death story. So if you guys like the video, like the commentary, leave me a message, like the video. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you later.